Hi guys, welcome back to Avalon. So if you feel drawn by the title of this video, then this message might be for you. This is going to be a timeless channeled reading, so whatever comes out. There is a mature man in your energy here. Could be a father figure, could be an older brother, could be your partner if you have one. Someone who has recently had some sort of a realization, possibly about you or your connection. This is someone who is very intellectual, who loves to read, hence the bookshelves in the back. But also someone who appreciates your intelligence. They think of you as a very intelligent person. Maybe you love to read, maybe you're a book nerd or a bookworm. Maybe you like to travel, or this person likes to travel. They have seen a lot, is what I'm getting. They have been through a lot. They've seen a lot. They seem to appreciate that you guys are on the same maturity level. They appreciate the deep dives in conversations, the substance that you offer in conversations. It's not surface level for you. It's not hollow. You go deep. They can go deep with you in conversations and really talk about life, death, everything in between. There's no small talk necessarily, because maybe you guys are kind of annoyed by that. They like how they can open up to you, and they're going through some sort of an aha moment, some sort of shift right now. There might be a little bit of chaos around them. The number 5 in numerology can stand for adventure, for also a lot of people around, for shifts, for changes, potentially. Let's see if we can figure out more. There's a clarification here. Thank you. We have the marriage card and the privileged lady. So I feel like you're either married to this person, you might want to marry this person. You could also be in another commitment already, not with this person. Apply it how it fits, right? This is a general reading, but they feel privileged to know you. They appreciate you. They really adore you, is what I'm getting here. You have a great sense of fashion. You know exactly what style of clothing suits you best. If you wear makeup, you have found the perfect color palette for your eyeshadow or something. You have a very distinctive style in makeup and hair as well as clothing that really suits you very well, and this person really likes that. They like how you dress, they like how you carry yourself. They like your maturity. I'm getting it again. They potentially here see themselves being with you in the long run. They think you are far ahead from a lot of other people that they have around themselves. You could be like an old soul. They're looking kind of into the near future here in hopes of connecting with you more, potentially mending the connection if there was some sort of conflict or upheaval. They want to spend time with you. They want to get to know you more, because they feel like this could be a very deep connection for them that could potentially lead to marriage, again, if you're not married yet, in the future. Okay. What else, Spirit? Talk to me about the overall energy of this. The 8 of Cups. Current state of the connection is the Chariot. The past position is the Ace of Pentacles. The future position is the Ace of Wands. So you have 2 aces here in the Chariot. A lot of major arcana, so this is a deep, intense connection that you feel to this person. Okay. The 7 of Swords for their thoughts, the Knight of Cups for their feelings. So this most likely is a situation here with the 8 of Cups crowning this reading, this energy, where you are not necessarily in contact with a person, or both of you or one of you has walked away from this connection in the past out of fear, out of anxiety, out of some sort of self-sabotage, in the sense that they didn't want to feel the connection, they didn't want to see the connection for what it truly was. But in the past there was a lot of potential here for this to go well. I see you really embracing yourself, showing who you are, being very confident, very self-expressive, very much just feeling yourself. Like, I see you being in a good energy, understanding your worth and your value. And this other person here, this mature man, has seen your worth and your value in the past. But there's something about being emotionally detached out of fear, some sort of subconscious belief potentially that they weren't aware of at the time. So right now you're not in contact, or if you are, in very little contact. But what I see happening here is that that's going to change. The Chariot is a card of fast moving, potentially fast approaching energy, and it's divinely guided. There is something that is going to gain momentum here in the connection, where in the future you guys are going to have a fresh start, or the potentiality for that. The Ace of Wands is an energy of new beginnings, fresh starts, also stands for a lot of passion. So with the Pentacles energy as well as the Wands energy, there could have also been a very grounded and mature offer in the past that for whatever reason didn't come through, or one of you said no in the past, walked away from it. But now there's this energy of moving back to each other, coming around to that connection again, wanting a new beginning, because like the desire for each other, the passion, didn't burn out. Maybe someone walked away from it and thought, okay, I'm just going to focus on something else and eventually I'll forget about this person. But no, that hasn't happened. They're still thinking about you. If that's not you, then this person is heavily thinking about you, trying to come up with some sort of strategy here on how to potentially reach out and offer this cup here. With the Knight of Cups and their feelings, they really have a lot of feelings for you. And they maybe never showed you or told you. They want to do that now, here in the future. And they try to figure out if there's still a chance for that. Maybe they're not sure if you have moved on. So you could be in another connection, you could be married. This could be an obstacle for this person, obviously. Is it too late for me to come around and clear some stuff up and reconnect with this person? Is what they could ask themselves. Or are they already moved on in another commitment, or just happy on their own with a privileged lady and the Ace of Pentacles? I see you really just thriving in your independence, you know? Like really enjoying your time alone, taking yourself on dates. Maybe you're not even interested in any sort of commitments or relationships. You just enjoy your social circle, your friend circle, your job, your everyday. You're not necessarily looking for a partnership, or you are already in a new partnership, or if not both, this is what this person is worried about. They don't know where you stand. This person might seem very distant to you. Maybe you feel like they have detached, they are never going to return, but they're going to return. That's what I see. Let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles here. The Page of Swords, as well as the Six of Cups. Talk to me about the Chariot here, Spirit. The Chariot. we have the Magician, as well as the Two of Pentacles, clarifying the Chariot. And talk to me about this Ace of Wands here and the potential future. All right. The Four of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So, in the past, there was definitely curiosity for the other person. I feel like you and this person here that I'm seeing, you guys were really curious about each other, wanting to get to know each other. Pages are messengers, right? So this person could have reached out to you, you could have reached out to them. There was some back and forth, definitely some communication going, potentially getting to know each other, a lot of potential in the connection. Maybe even a sense of familiarity. You could know this person since your childhood. Again, this could also be a father figure, you know, or a grandfather, or an estranged brother, or a cousin that you were close with in your childhood potentially, but then kind of lost contact for whatever reason. And now that contact is going to be reestablished. This person, whoever that is for you, is going to come back around. But you know, if this was like a love interest for you, I see you guys being very interested in each other, wanting to get to know each other, feeling a lot of potential here in the connection, a sense of belonging, a sense of safety. Maybe from the very beginning you felt like you could marry this person, or you could see yourself in a long-term commitment with this person. Like really envisioning the future together, and at the same time feeling like knowing each other for a very long time. And it's like, what? How's that possible? We have just met. So this very intense, deep soul tie here in the past. Talk to me, please, about this Six of Cups a bit more, Spirit. The Knight of Wands. There could have been a lot of interest in each other, but at the same time, maybe it wasn't consistent. Maybe this person moved in and out of your life, not being very reliable. Maybe they're more mature now, especially here with the King of Pentacles in the future position, but maybe they weren't in the past. Maybe they were kind of in and out, back and forth, potentially a little bit of player energy, not wanting to be decisive, feeling a strong connection to you as well, but maybe pretending it's not there, putting it off, not wanting to feel it, not wanting to see it, not wanting to be real with themselves. Maybe this person in the past was in another connection and felt like they couldn't fully commit to you because they were dealing with something else here. This could also be a person that, again, you know since high school or even childhood, a person that was in and out of your life, maybe an unreliable father figure, like I've said, that you never really trusted, that wouldn't stick around, which led to some trust issues here as you got older in terms of your relationships. This person is moving toward you here with the Chariot in the present position. They want to manifest a more equal connection. It's like they had some time to think. You guys maybe weren't in contact, didn't talk to each other. This person did a lot of thinking, and they want to reconnect with you to balance the stakes here in the connection. So if something went wrong in the past, or they just ghosted you or just left and you didn't know why, and then things kind of went silent and this person was just gone, expect a surprising return from that person in order to ask you whether or not you're willing to start new. They're kind of going back and forth in how to approach you, how to reach out to you. Again, having some worries about you potentially having moved on, not being interested in hearing them out. But they want to come back around, is what I see. More on the Two of Pentacles, please. Thank you. Oh, fell on the floor. The Death card. Yeah, it's like what I saw here in the beginning with this person having some sort of major realization. Maybe this person went off traveling for a while, choosing another connection, then choosing to be on their own again, doing some soul searching potentially. Their foundations, their base in life, it has shifted. They're going through some sort of realization, transformation. They're realizing what has happened in the past with you was not right. Like, you really liked each other, you adored each other, you wanted to spend time together, get to know each other. There was a lot of, just a lot of potential. You saw each other's worth, each other's value, and then it kind of got hijacked here and someone just left. And maybe you were left without any answers, really questioning what went wrong. It has changed you, but the situation has also changed this person, and they want to balance the situation now. They want to come back around, and it's rather quick here with the Chariot energy. They could reach out to you via a text message, a phone call. Maybe you're going to run into this person at some point here during the week. Again, this is timeless, so whenever you see this, expect to maybe meet this person all of a sudden. This could be the universe really arranging a meeting. There's something in terms of a fundamental belief or way of living that is changing for this person. Maybe they're relocating, tired of traveling, maybe tired of relationship hopping, tired of going back and forth and never really choosing something, always looking at things as an option. But you are not an option, right? You're much more than that, and this person knows that. They never really got over you. They missed you here. Again, you might think they have completely forgotten about you. They haven't, and they missed you. Your energy, talking with you, being in contact, seeing you. You're very, very beautiful to this person, not just physically, but also spiritually. You're a light for this person, and they have never met anyone else with quite the same energy. Maybe they were searching, maybe they were looking, maybe they thought there's something else that they're missing out on, so they have to go and explore some more, and then they realized, well, what am I doing? Like, I had the most solid, stable, grounded, most valuable person here in my life, and I kind of fumbled it. They didn't want to see that in the past, but they see it now. There's some sort of transformation here with them. Yeah, definitely expect communication from this person. We have the Knight of Swords. This is rather impulsive, rather quick, again, especially with the Chariot here, but there's this energy here in the future outcome where there's a new beginning possible if you want it as well. You guys could have a stable, solid relationship with each other. And again, if this is a father figure to you, you guys could rekindle your relationship here, in terms of father and daughter, father and son, whatever it is, you could start fresh, but it requires some sort of conversation. And there's a little bit of a warning here from Spirit to not be impulsive. Maybe this person comes back and there's a lot of anger that comes up for you. You might feel this urge to lash out at them. You might be angry. Spirit is saying, try to not act on that first impulse. Allow yourself to feel it, obviously, yes, but don't talk to them when you're in that energy. If this person reaches out to you and you don't know what to do, and there's maybe a lot of uncertainty, confusion, anger, allow yourself to feel it, but act and respond to that person if you want to, when you have calmed down a little bit, when it kind of cooled off, this first energetic upheaval that you might have felt here. But in the long run, in the future, there's a new beginning. There's a stable connection to that person. This person has morphed into a King of Pentacles, into a mature man. So again, this might have been a very immature father, a very immature brother, a very immature love interest here from the past that was not reliable. They're going through a transformation, and it's rather quick, and they're coming back around as a more grounded, reliable individual here who wants to start new, who wants you in their life. That Seven of Swords up there. Thank you. The Ace of Cups. They know that they have hijacked, again, it comes through like that, the connection, because they weren't honest with their feelings. They thought they could run away from their parent responsibilities, potentially from the love they feel for you. Again, if this was a soulmate for you, a love interest for you, they always loved you. They still love you. They're like, what the heck did I do? Why did I run from that? What did I think I was going to find here somewhere else? They sabotaged a very pure and grounded connection. Yeah. They want to apologize for that. Page of Cups. But pages, again, are messengers, so they're going to reach out, but also this is a lot of emotional immaturity. Maybe if this is a father for you, maybe they weren't emotionally ready to be a father. Maybe they were very young and couldn't handle the responsibilities, so they just ran away. And at this point, years could have gone by. You could be married, you could have established your own life. You might have not seen your father for decades. He is going to try to reach back out to you and make peace with what has happened, wanting to explain to you what happened. Yeah, the Emperor. They were stubborn in the past. They were inactive. They protected their ego. There was an issue of pride, potentially. They weren't the stable individual that they were supposed to be for the role of being a good parent. Or again, if this is a love interest, there was too much arrogance and pride almost to be real with themselves about the love they feel for you. So again, they just ran off. They just left you with nothing really, and you might have needed a lot of time to recover from that. So if this is you, I'm so sorry this happened to you, right? Especially if this is a father, we should always be able to rely on our parents. So I could see how this caused tremendous trust issues, maybe even in future relationships that you had. Maybe you went to some counseling that's coming through, a therapy, like seeing a therapist. I'm hearing psychoanalysis too, so you might have taken a long time to get over this experience of an absent father here in your youth, but you have dealt with it, you've healed it, you've moved on potentially, maybe married someone, being in a higher level of commitment with someone, and now your father comes back around wanting to talk it out with you. And if this is a romantic partner from your past, maybe your first love from high school or your childhood, they want to make things right with you. They're coming up. The Seven of Swords is not an energy of gaslighting you and manipulating you now. I see it as an energy of they finally allow themselves to feel. And with all that emotion comes this longing to reconnect with you, to make it right again. They thought they could run away from their feelings, but they're realizing they can't. They're going to step up, ask for forgiveness, and they're right now coming up with a plan on how to do that, whilst they're going through some serious shift here with the Death card. The Knight of Cups. Ooh, the Knight of Cups is being clarified by the Devil, as well as the Strength card. So, in Tarot, the only card that can overcome the Devil is the Strength card. So, whatever shadow aspect of them that got in the way of you and this person being happy together, having a strong, healthy, stable relationship or connection in the past, it's being dealt with. This person is overcoming their shadow, overcoming their fears of emotions, their fears of commitment, their fears of being truthful about how they feel, how important you are to them. They're overcoming this. They're going to gain the courage or build up the courage to reach out and offer you this cup here. Let us start over. I love you. I should not have done that. Can I explain to you what happened? They have grown, they have matured, and they want to talk to you. I would expect this person to reach out rather fast with the Chariot card. Could be 7 days to 7 weeks. Could be on the 7th of a month, depending on when you see this reading. Back at the deck energy is the 10 of Pentacles. They're coming back around to build a long-lasting relationship with you here. They don't want to lose this again. They don't want to fumble this again. They're serious. Yeah, they're serious. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in tarot, but he's also the most reliable. Pentacles energy is very grounded. Very slow but steady. And, a little goes a long way. So they might offer you a new beginning, but not, in this flashy way, in this fast-moving way. So let's start over. Everything's fine. They want to build the connection up slowly. They have become much more mature than they were in the past. And maybe they had to go through some ups and downs themselves. Maybe a lot of relocations, traveling, being busy with work. Maybe they have also gone to some sort of counseling. They have grown and they want to reconnect with you. All right, that's what I have for you today. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching and have a nice rest of your day.